Okay, this is Al Wolf's car, and we pulled the rear axle, took the backing plates off, got it out, and took it apart, and we're in the process of putting her back together. We've had it together 19 times or more already with all the shims and preload we've been working on. Okay, we were able to press out that race and press the new one in. It took a little doing, but we didn't break anything yet. Okay, we're getting the pinion bearing on. It's a little tough. We're trying to, with a wheel puller, put backwards, pushing on the inner race of the bearing, and it's going.
Wait a minute.
Now we're trying to press the pinion bearing onto the pinion shaft. And we're looking for the right thing to press. We've got this little hydraulic press that's working great. We got Big Al, who's supervisor, and he's worried about us breaking his new parts.
Are we straight? We got a big dead knot straight. How about that side? Are we lined up?
Are we lined up?
You're good this way.
Get this thing square.
Oh, come on,
Spin that bearing. Okay.
probably pretty north there.
Okay, that's tight enough.
I'd say it's looks there without my glasses.
Close enough?
For government work.
Yeah.
Okay, new pinion. Good thing there's so cheap. You have confidence?
I have all the confidence in the world in you guys.
Okay, in review, you're taking the stuff home.
I'm taking the stuff home.
And you're going to play with it, put it together and see if anything fits at all. And then let us know what happens and we'll put it together.
Hopefully everything is good and we don't have to put some new bearings in again.
Alright, we've got a keyway that's a bit wide, and we're trying to close it up a little bit. Getting better?
Yeah, it's getting better.
You're about there. Okay. That's an old remedy I never knew about. We pressed in all the new races and the seals at the end, and here we put a new bearing and sleeve and seal in this end of the torque tube. So we're getting there.
Okay, we are putting the Creston bolts in the ring gear.
And they seem to be going in pretty easy. They're going in a lot easier than what they came out.
So they go in just with about a 5-pound hammer. It doesn't take any more than that.
Pretty easy.
No problem.
Going in very easy. Look at that.
Whoops.
So that's all. Well, you only want it for 12 seconds each.
All right.
Then you press the button.
Cal, what do you think?
I think it's doing good.
They said that they don't make these. I'm chasing the threads in the banjo housing bolts and also retapping the banjo. Some of the threads aren't perfect.
Okay, we got the torque tube set up, and now we're putting the axle housing on the banjo. I'm going to try it for the first time. We got 20,000 shims in it. Right, lube the race, and now the bearing. I'm going to put it together and see how tight is. Okay. Okay, the pinion's going in now. He's putting a little lube on it.
Okay, so this is going to go here.
That goes there.
And then drive shafts.
Alright, the guys are getting the new pinion and drive shaft into the banjo. Lube. All right, put him in there.
Okay, I got him.
Hey, that looks good. How tight did you put the pinion on there, Al?
I don't know if we put it on tight enough, but
You were outvoted?
I was outvoted by this group here. Time will tell.
Oh, it was snug. What the
I'm
heck
not
goes
touching that
on?
bearing.
There. Okay, that looks
Oh,
good.
man.
As long as things keep fitting, let's keep putting them together. Okay, got the little washer in. Here goes the first nut. Put that nut on. Okay.
Is it pulling it on? Oop. Wiper. You can't hear it?
Not tight.
This is a fine adjustment of the bearing of the pinion, so the bearing can get pressed on.
A little. Fast.
Okay, we hope that the pinion bearing's going to go on this time. We found some emery cloth, made that diameter a little smaller on the pinion collar.
Think we should put more lube on the bearing?
Do you want to chase those threads?
The bearing is not right going in on that. Huh?
Oh, is it going in when you put a turn on it?
It's just that's it's such a fine thread on the axle
Yeah.
shaft.
It doesn't move very much. I'm glad I moved my foot.
You want to put some grease on that?
Well, let's see if it'll go on.
Is this a Laurel and Hardy show here?
Same thing.
Sticking a screwdriver.
Now, who's Laurel and who's Hardy? That's what I want to know. Oh, damn.
Well, we got Larry, Moe, and Curly here, and I'm not sure who is who.
I'm going to sand that collar even more now till that bearing fits on there. Whoa, there he goes. This is the guy who paid for it, so he's serious. He wants. You don't want to buy another pinion, huh? That's a tough bearing. It can take it. There we go. I bet it'll go on now.
You can see the height.
Okay, we got the thing seated.
Yeah,
We got her seated.
fine.
We're gonna put both nuts on?
Yeah, we need the washer.
Oh, well, you got the washer on there. The
No,
key, the
we need
keeper.
the lock washer.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah.
The lock washer.
Lock washer.
We need the nut.
Oh,
The big nut.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, he's putting the Persian blue on. And we're gonna see if we get a nice peanut pattern with, on the pin.
Without the axles on.
No, you gotta put the axle
yeah,
on.
put the axle on.
Why is that? That shouldn't do that. Oh, wait.
No, the bearing will hold.
Yeah, but it didn't before.
No, didn't before. That
Nope.
means we need more bearings on that side, don't we? Or less.
All right, the Laurel and Hardy show combined with the Three Stooges show continues. We've got shims in just now. We've got the pinion in. We got the ring gear in. We'll see if we can turn it and check the pattern on the pinion.
So I should say, we're going to have to lift this thing out of here and
All right, let's see if it turns. A little backlash there. 4 times.
so now we got to turn it. Just keep.
Oh, yeah, to hit the whole ring gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea.
Because I think it's gonna
We're in.
wear in, don't you, Cal?
You just don't
Well,
want
the saga goes on.
Cal said, I don't wanna do anything
We
more.
don't take it off.
I've had enough of this shit.
And here's the ring gear, and Al's putting some goop on it so we can check the pinion engagement with the ring gear. And we got to chase it down deeper in there because our pattern's still too high. We tried it and checked the pattern. The pattern's way too high, so we're gonna take some shims out of one side and put them in the other. Oh. He's already done that. The crosshatch, he said. Oh, okay. Rather than go home and do this, we're doing it in the back of Al's car. Okay, we came back from the shop called, what was it? Ring and Pinion was the name of his shop. And he took the two bearings off, took that 5,000 shim out that we put in earlier, and then we put a whole bunch of shims on the other side to drive the pinion, or the ring gear into the pinion to get our preload. So we'll see how it works out. Okay. We putting this baby back together, and it should go 5/1000ths further into the pinion. There. Okay, I'm not sure who Laurel is and who Hardy is, but we've been fooling ourselves with a pattern, looking for a wiped off spot, and we find that we must have had too much goop on there. And we have a fine pattern. We just have to get it where we want it. Here's Stanley over here. He's cleaning the ring gear. And then we're going to put some goop on it and see where our pattern is. If you look here, you see where that high spot, that's where we thought our pattern was, but yet we look closer and it's all wiped down deep into the gear teeth. So we got a fine pattern. Okay, we're getting a nice new coating and making it thin. I think we were thick before on those teeth. Okay, this is Stanley. He's putting it together. We put it together without one axle a minute ago, so we realized the car needs two. But we've got the spider gears inside there. And I guess I can't turn it. Anyway, he's putting the bolts on to keep the housing for the spider gear to capture it. And I think this is the last time we put her together. We got a good pattern, and so I guess that means we got good preload. While we turn it. Now turn yours apart. There go the spider gears.
You want to hold this while I torque this?
Okay.
And
Okay. What we're doing, he's wiring the spider carrier, and next thing, that baby goes in and we put it together. No free play at all in the axle, so that should be good. More later. Okay, here's where we are. We're checking the final pattern. We've had everything in and out so many times we can't count, and we're gonna get the pinion chased in that direction by 15/1000ths. That should get us in deeper. I'm gonna check the pattern, and if she's okay, we go together. Okay, we're putting the ring gear in. We got the goop on it to check our teeth. We're chasing it just 20/1000ths down deeper toward the pinion. See if we get a better pattern. Alright, we got the lock nut on and the keeper's in the middle there. Now we're going to fold the keeper over on both of the nuts, and we should be okay. This is the gasket slash shim department, trying to get 15 and 8s and 10s and 13s all together so we get the right amount on the banjo housing. We know what we want, we just have to get just have to get them there.
For the numbers all my life.
Yeah, well, get the right set of shims there. Are you happy?
Getting there.
Lordy, lordy.
$35, right?
35, bingo.
35.
All right, God bless us one and all. We're through with this guy. He's ready to go in. And I just wanted to say goodbye to that Pinion. The last time anybody's going to see that for a while. It says here. Got the torque tube on. We're ready to button her up. Okay, we got that baby in there. Got both axles in. They seem to turn almost the right way they're supposed to. Okay, here's the closing ceremony. It says here, Al's finishing up his career with the rear axle rebuild. Never again, he says.
This is it. Hopefully.
Hey, all right. Where's your bottle of champagne?
We could use one, couldn't we?
Okay, we even got the speedometer gear in there and the snap ring. We've had it in and out so many times we're good at it. And Al's going to paint this baby. It does turn. The wheels seem to go round and round. So we did find that we put goop on the banjo housing bolts there. And that means we get to retorque it for a few days because that seems to ooze out. I don't know what that does to our preload, but we think we're done now. It's putting her back together. And here's where she goes. Pretty little A.